Arsenal's problems are bigger than Thai and AFTV.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
You see, if Arsenal were winning and Arsenal were winners, AFTV wouldn't be as popular as it would be. It would still be big, but it would be as big as the Liverpool fan channel or any other fan channel that is obviously well run by Robbie and so forth. But the reason why AFTV is so big is a few things. And I'll get to Arsenal, but it's a few things. It's the kind of fans that Arsenal have. Arsenal have a very particular set of fans. And because it has a very particular set of fans who have larger than life personalities and characters, because again, I told you, like, I used to live near, I sort of still do it. It's a house that I sort of go back to. And so I know the area of Arsenal very well. Holloway Road, North London, I know that area very well. And when you just look at the people in that area and so forth, they're very particular kind of people. So them losing or them performing badly, it is only natural that we would gravitate towards the entertainment of these guys going through this hardship. And I think, I can't remember who said it, but someone used to say that we're not really that interested in the rise. But people love the fall. People love the descent. We are attracted to tragic stories, sad stories. Oh my gosh, he killed him. Oh, he jumped over the building. Oh, he divorced him. Oh, that's whenever there's a fight happening, people are attracted to it. If people are kissing or they're hugging, like, whatever. But if guys are having a fight, we want to go towards it. If people are having a massive argument, we want to go towards it. We are attracted towards negativity. That's just who we are. That's just the human condition, unfortunately. So the thing that Robbie is, because I don't get the hate towards him, he decided geniusly, let me get the reactions from fans the moment they leave the stadium. So his thing wasn't that if Arsenal lose, let me get a reaction, because that's what reporters do. Okay, let Arsenal lose. This is a big story. Let me just put it out there and just get some views. Oh my gosh, Arsenal lose. Arsenal get destroyed 5-0. Look at this rant. No, it started with whoever wants to speak. Win, lose, or draw. Here's the mic talk. So the issue comes. This is where the issue comes. This is where the issue lies. The issue lies in with the fact that, and I can even use my friend here, one of my best friends that I've known since I was 14. He's a massive Arsenal fan, huge Arsenal fan, and he doesn't watch AFTV. He hates AFTV. But it's how he channels it. You see, I can understand why Arsenal fans wouldn't watch AFTV, because if you care about your club so much, okay, we lost. Don't rub salt in the wound. Don't just dig in. And like, for my friend, whenever Arsenal loses, like, all right, it is what it is. Let me just step away and just focus on my daily life. So he doesn't want to just watch guys ranting, raving, shouting, going screaming and everything, because it makes it worse. It makes it worse. But the thing though is, don't then now blame AFTV. Don't now just start to chastise Robbie for making money off of Arsenal's failure, because his conscience is clear. His conscience wouldn't be clear if he only interviewed guys whenever Arsenal lost, and he only interviewed DT, Claude, and Troops. He only interviewed them because those guys get most of his views. No, if you look, interviews anybody that's only someone. So after every match, there are about 8 or 9 interviews, and normally I actually do watch most of them. I don't really watch. See, for me, Troops, DT, they're too large. So really, I watch Thai and the other dudes, because I just feel like, oh, this is interesting. So let me just hear what these fans think. So I watch the other fans, see what they think, see what they say, and then I just watch Thai, who is like my favorites on there. So his conscience is clear, because this is a national issue. And I think for Arsenal fans who now blame AFT or wanted to fight him and say, oh, get out of our club, you're giving our club a bad name. No, he isn't. The players are giving the club a bad name. The management are giving the clubs a bad name. And now Arsenal are in a very serious situation now where things are getting very dicey. Things are getting very dicey indeed. Because if Arsenal don't course correct very soon, they're in the danger. They're in serious danger of becoming a mid-table club. Now, I don't believe that they will become a mid-table club, but for them to not become a mid-table club, it is very important that they course correct things. Because if they don't course correct and they don't really right their wrong, these guys could end up becoming irrelevant. Um, you see this. You see, for me, the thing with Arsenal is that I'm just why I just say like it's very sad where they are, because you can laugh at the whole tie interview, but the bigger thing with the tie interview is, oh my gosh, Arsenal fans are now complaining about a dude called Mope from Brighton. They're complaining because of this dude here. I mean, look at him, because of Mope there. So that for me is unfortunate, because this is a team who will reach a Champions League final, won doubles, FA Cups, league titles, and went through an entire season unbeaten. So these are guys that know what. But see, the biggest issue is this. This is the biggest issue. Now, people will say, give Arteta time. Give him time. He will come good. The situation for Arsenal is a huge, massive situation. Let's rewind the clock. Rookie manager. Pep came in as a rookie. Was Pep coming into Barcelona to solve a serious issue of Barcelona? No. Rijkaard and Ronaldinho were still Barcelona were still doing pretty well. Okay, so they were in a bit of a slide, but they were not like falling out of top 4 in disarray or anything. Just okay, we want to now move in a different direction. I can't even remember whether Rijkaard was even sacked or he sort of left, or it was a mutual agreement. So Pep wasn't coming into a club in disarray and a club that was in need of direction. Lampard, again, he wasn't coming. He came into a club that had just won the Europa League and came fourth. Well, third, comfortably. So, and he knew that he had the backing of a owner that actually loves the flipping club. So the thing with Arteta is this, and this is what I said from the get-go. See, people say, "Oh no, Arteta isn't the issue. It's the players are the issue. It's about the personnel. It's about the acquisition and everything." A really good. Why is it called a manager? Why is it called a manager? A really good manager knows how to manage whatever he has. A really good manager is like, what do we have? What can I get? Okay, this is what it is. I will then win games with what I have at my disposal. That's what a manager does. Is who do I have? Okay, you're good at this, you're bad at this, you're good at this. Let's just go into training. Okay, this is what you're good at, this is what you're bad at. Okay, and he is in his mind, he's constructing a strategy to win games. Not of how to play a certain way, not to be married within a philosophy. He is finding ways of what the players I have now with their skill sets, how can I use these guys to win games? And I always say that, when your club is 2 rules. When your club is veering off course and has problems and issues, you have to get an experienced manager. Because an experienced manager, drawing off his wealth and years of experience, because this experience is, okay, this is what happens when we go through a slump. This is what happens when guys are low on morale. This is what happens when guys are sort of misguided. So this is how I can bring the dressing room together. This is how I can eke out, squeeze out. This is how I can even steal points. And those are things that you gain from your experience as a manager, because you just learn these little shorthand things, little tricks of winning games. You only have that by years and years and years of, okay, this is how we can win this game. Okay, this tactic I use. Okay, I know this player because I know how I can use this player because I use this player during my time at this club. Boom. Arteta doesn't have that. Because it's not only that, US second fiddle to Pep Guardiola, Man City. We all know that all the box tops with Pep. Arteta were just offering pointers. Arteta had no real influence to Man City's success because Pep was doing good at Barcelona, doing good at Bayern Munich, and for me, he was the reason for success. He just started, okay, give me some pointers. So you go from the guy who's giving good pointers in a team that's already attacked like Man City to Arsenal that needs help. They need work. They need work. And I think this is always another rule is that if you have a manager of a certain philosophy, then it is important that you get another manager that has a different philosophy. That's important. That's important. You have to get a manager that has a different philosophy. So, because for me, Emery and Wenger were similar in terms of we want to attack, want to throw guys forward, get a pragmatist, get a defensive coach, get a more balanced coach. Benitez, or even some guys were saying Brendan Rodgers, who, yeah, he is much more positive, but maybe there are a bit more tactics into it, and he understands the Premier League. He has history in the Premier League. It is crazy to hire a manager who simply doesn't have any experience when what Arsenal need more than anything is somebody who's experienced. That is badly what they need. And this is another issue here. Sorry. Is Mr. Kroenke. Let me get a good pick of this dude. This is another issue here is Mr. Kroenke, who, let's keep it real, this dude, he's a businessman. For me, as long as the club is making money, he's good. Is the club making money? Oh, no, but no. Are we still making money? Are we still good? Then we're all good. Because I think this is a point that I think Daniel raised on the Talk Tactics podcast, drops every Tuesday. And he said that, well, he should care because the higher you finish, the more money you'll get. True. That's a fair point. But for Kroenke, remember, this is the Premier League where a team in 16th or 15th, even a team in the relegation zone, has almost comparable money to teams who finish 4th or 5th in La Liga or the Serie A, because the Premier League TV money easily dwarfs and trumps anything in any other league in the world. So even if you finish 10th or 9th, based off the TV money, merchandise, ticket sales, and so forth, you're still good. You're still good. So from Kroenke's point of view is it worth me shelling out 100, 200 million on 3-4 players, whereas we're still good and we're still making a lot, and we're still in the green? My business is still good. Yes, I'd like to make money, but because again, he's going to balance it out. Is it financial? Because this money does it financially make sense to invest 200, 300, where it's not a dead set that this will yield a success? Business point of view, does it make sense for me to shell out 200, 300 million in the hope we finish 4th or 3rd and earn a few more million more than we would if we finished 9th or 10th? It's probably not worth the risk. In his mind, it's not worth the risk, because that 300 million, it's not guaranteed that you will get those players, and those players will therefore form a team that will get you 4th or 3rd, especially knowing how competitive the Premier League is. So it's like, we're good. We're good. Now, if we're not going near the relegation zone and so forth, okay, alarm bells. It's now worth taking that risk. But 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, cool. Because remember, he's coming from American sports. And in American sports, there is no relegation. And the American sports fan is very different from the European sports fan. They have a whole different psychology. And that psychology does come into the fact that there's no real relegation in there. And I think, and again, maybe we'll call me crazy, American sports fans don't have the same kind of passion or extreme care and affiliation as a European sports fan. I don't think that they do. Of course, People love their Knicks, they love their Yankees, love their Patriots, and so forth, but not as much as the Liverpool fan, or the AC Milan fan, or the Bayern Munich fan, or the Arsenal fan, where it's next level. So if their team is performing badly, okay, we're now going to riot. So, but I think so this is all about solutions. It's about looking for solutions rather than say, okay, what's this? I think the key thing there is rather than complaining, you should always try to look for solutions for this matter. And here's my thinking, and this might seem drastic, but drastic times come for drastic measures. You know, drastic times come for drastic measures. And if these guys are not ready to do something drastic and bold, it could get ugly. So, end of the season, you sack Arteta. Sounds crazy, you sack Arteta. You get an experienced manager. You get an experienced manager who has a clear game plan and a clear strategy of the players you have there of getting top four. So the aim for next season is the manager. You say to the manager, we're not here to rebuild anything. For the players we have, maybe we'll give you a bit of money, but for the players that you have on this squad, give me your bullet points, blueprints, game plan for taking this team to top four. Knowing what the Premier League is, how can you go through the marathon of the Premier League consistent basis? Because winning it is too much. Top four. That is the clear 100% aim. Top four with this team. Because this team is good enough to come top four. They are good. And that's the thing. People say you're drastic and everything. Give Arteta time. I think this team is good enough to come top four. And yes, I get it. He didn't have a full season. I still believe that with a full season, with his lack of experience and how competitive the Premier League is, Arsenal will be better served getting like if Benitez, who knows the Premier League, is an extremely underrated manager, can work with anything, knows how to get results, Benitez would be a very, very wise hire for Arsenal. He would be a very, very wise hire for Arsenal. And I'm sure with these players, Benitez can get top four. He can get top four with these players. I don't think Arsenal fans realize that you don't have the luxury of a guy learning on the job. Chelsea have that luxury because it's Abramovich, and Chelsea just happen to have an extremely good youth academy. Yeah, obviously, Lampard has some skills and everything, but he's still a rookie. Although when he came into the Chelsea job, he was more experienced than Arteta. See, this is the thing. Lampard at least had Derby County before he came to Chelsea. Arteta is coming straight from being a sideman for Pep to the manager of Arsenal Football Club. That's crazy. That's crazy. Even when I heard about it, I said, "This is madness. It's been crazy." So for me, I don't think this is the end of Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are on the decline. But if they don't address this, then they will be in the decline. Make no mistake. If they don't address these issues quickly and promptly, they will be on the decline. So the thing is about acting now. For me, I just say you have to get rid of Arteta. You have to bring in an experienced coach like a Benitez. You have to buy quality defenders, at least one true world-class, old-school, consistent, reliable central defender. That is important. I think it's important they also bring in a strong midfield presence who is box-to-box and can do a multitude of things, a multifaceted midfielder. That is also key. And they have to keep hold of Aubameyang. And the Aubameyang thing is huge, because the thing with the Aubameyang thing is this: if he is to leave, then it is imperative that he leaves for a huge amount of money, because I don't think you understand how important Homeboy is. Aubameyang is crucial. Aubameyang is crucial to Arsenal. He's pretty much been a one-man army. So it's two things. Either you find a way of keeping him and allowing him to sign that contract because Barcelona people are hovering, or if he is to leave, you've got to get 150 minimum. You have to somehow find a way of getting 150 minimum and then using that to invest into building the team. So if he's to go, you have to play it dirty. You've got to play dirty. You've got to play edge. You've got to play dirty and say, we are going for the big box now. We're going for the, because it would be a disaster if they allow Aubameyang go for peanuts. That's the thing. So this is what it is, man. There is hope. That's why my name is Half Hope. There is hope. There are solutions. But if Arsenal are laissez-faire, see what it is, will allow the process to go through while Wolves improve, Leicester City improve, and all the teams around them improve, Arsenal could be the new AC Milan. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.